Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Moto Mike. Just here making a quick video, kind of a long-term review video on two of your best bang for your buck RC cars you can get. Two of the best, I feel, entry-level RC cars you can get to get you started into RC racing. I'm just going over a few things here. Of the two models I have right now, I only have two rigs for now. I plan to, eventually drift off and get more, but as the time happens, then I would do so. But right here we got the Slash 4x4, and then this one here is the Rustler VXL. This is a quick rig right here, but I'm gonna get more back into that one a little bit. Right here we got the Slash 4x4, just a basic Slash. This is my 2012 model. This is, I want to say, the Mark Jenkins edition, or I could be wrong. Yeah, Mark Jenkins. Pretty basic layout, nothing crazy. It's pretty stock still. First, I'm gonna go over the body right here. This is a Proline Baja buggy body. It's been modified and trimmed to my accommodating and likings. It's got the wheel wells notched out to, not have any parachuting effect. Same with the rears, these are trimmed in a little bit. Windows are open, front and rear, to help with the slipstream effect and, to keep it on the ground planning, because these things at high speed like to lift, especially with the stock body, with the parachuting and whatnot. Overall, it's a decent body. I am going to upgrade to a different body, just don't know which one I'm going to go with, but I'm looking at my options. I think by the time summer comes around, I'm going to get some new wheels for it, probably some G-Locks or some GRPs or some 18. The adapters, the 8th scale, 18. I don't know where I get the 18 from. But anyway, a little bit more into the chassis. It's pretty stock, like I said. Got the G-Lock tires, T-Max shocks, front and rear, with the red springs. Stock front bumper, which is trimmed down to accommodate the body right there. I got the RPM, steering blocks, and bearing carriers. RPM front bumper, but the rear, everything's pretty stock in the rear. Stock axle shafts, stock arms, bearing carriers, etc., etc. Tie rods, everything's stock. Stock body posts, front and rear. This is the high center of gravity. This is, the first version of the Slash, so it wasn't the low center of gravity like a lot of the newer models come, like the Slash 4x4 Ultimate or the Platinum or whatever have you. They got so many different versions and variables of these trucks. It's really unreal. It's all on what your imagination is willing to take you. Be a little bit more. Still got the stock center shaft. I'm probably gonna upgrade that one soon. That thing is pretty bent up. I already bent it back in place already, but it's still pretty sloppy. We don't want that. We don't want any turbulence, anything to eliminate any lack of torque to the wheels. That's your power plant to transfer the front and the rear to the wheels, as you know. To the motor and ESC combos, the first version of the VXL, so I think this is a 2-pole motor, so it's just the basic ESC. I haven't had any problems out of it. Got the ESC fan on there to help with cooling. I got the Castle, got the fan motor on there, which is all wired up. Stock servo. Everything's pretty stock. Got the Dings plugs. These are much better than the stock traxxas plugs. I recommend upgrading that right away. It's just the rear bumper. I got that modified, trimmed down to how I like it. I don't want them too bulky. Suspension, just pretty straightforward. It's a little bit low. Not crazy, not low like the Rustler, but it's pretty low just to handle the speed and things I want to throw at it. I do want to eventually upgrade the motor, but right now this is more than enough. I really only run it on 2S with the gearings I got in here. We just upgraded it. I was running an 1854, now I'm running a 2154. A lot of people say it's probably overkill. Granted, it is. Motor definitely gets hot. I'm not gonna lie and say it doesn't, because it does. but I haven't ran it on 3S yet to get a top speed. But on the 1854, I've got a GPS verified of 63.4 out of the stock motor, which isn't bad. It's more than enough. I want to get a little bit more out of it before I burn it up, which I plan on upgrading. A buddy of mine, he's running the stock motor still, but he's running the mod 1 gears, and he scores 70.3 miles an hour GPS verified out of his rig. So that goes to show you all the headroom and the potential this thing has. Lots and lots of opportunity. Just on how far you really want to go with it. But I think it's a great out of the box truck. Strong, it's durable, reliable. A lot of guys are going with electric over the nitros. Back when I was younger, I always wanted a nitro, but once I got my information on the electrics and how maintenance savvy it is, it's pretty much the best bang for your buck you can get. You invest big money in something, you want it to last, and you want to take care of it. And I think with the electric models, it's probably the best way to go with the new technology that's coming out with these traxxas models. Traxxas has always been one of the top RC brands, I feel. Then you got HPI, and then you got Team Associated, and you got Arma, all types of different vendors out there. But me, Traxxas, I think is probably the number one, out the box entry level trucks you can get. I'm sure guys are different. I'm sure guys would probably go with Low C. Low C is a great brand. Don't think that they're not. Tell me what you like to run. Tell me what kind of cars you guys got. Comment below, share, subscribe, and get your friends involved. I want to see what you guys are running. Like I said, it's a good, strong truck. It takes everything I throw at it. I think it's a lot more room for potential to grow with this truck. Like I said, with speed, or if I want to get it back onto stock height to 4x4 to bash it. But I don't see me bashing this anytime soon. If anything, I might get a 2-wheel driver and bash that. And that's another thing I want to mention with this Slash rig. You got a few different platform models you can go after. If you just spank new into RC driving, can't handle the car, you can get a 2-wheel drive brushed option, which is a little bit easier to handle. I think those come with a max speed about 30, like give or take. You can get them a little bit more. I don't listen to what the box say, because everybody knows with the right gearing and the right batteries, you can get to go as fast as you want. And then you can upgrade the motor to brushless, or upgrade the chassis to a 4x4, and then blah 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 blah. The opportunity and it's all how far you want to take it. It's a good rig. I recommend you guys picking one up if you haven't already. Now on to this bad baby. This thing right here was my first rig. This what got me into it. Got me hooked, because this car right here never ceases to amaze me. Always keeps a smile on my face. Very predictable yet fun car to drive, and extremely fast out the box. Granted, with the nickel metal batteries that come out the box, you're not going to get the 70 mile an hour as advertised. You got to do some gearing, you got to do some wrenching for the suspension to handle it. Get you a wheelie bar. If you into the wheelie bar thing, I'm not into the wheelie bar thing. I'm paying the price, as you can see a little bit. My back end's a little bit scarred up a little bit from the wheelie wounds, but I think that's the fun thing about having this rig, is the scale realism of the way it handles and the way it performs like a real vehicle, with the back end getting loose with the power, and the front wheels want to lift off the ground for so much torque. It's so fun, and I like the scale realism of operating this vehicle without the wheelie bar. I like the challenge, and it helps me get more focused on my chassis and my suspension to get it more dialed in to handle the power. I don't have any weight on this vehicle, and everybody knows this rig is very light, and with the power and the torque that these motors produce, it's a riot, man. It's a riot. So a little bit of background on this one. It's all RPM'd out. This is not the stock body. This is, I believe, a Proline Chevy Silverado short course body. It's plastic dip red and black, which is my favorite. Little overview of the chassis. Like I said, everything's pretty much RPM. The chassis is not stock. This is the upgraded, or it might be stock comparison, but it's the dyed black chassis through Traxxas, all black. Even the bulkhead, all black. I think this makes the rig look a lot more stealth, a lot more. That's what I'm looking for. Just man, it just looks so mint compared to the gray. The gray is good too, but when you just this just transforms the look of the truck overall, especially with the red body because it just pops. It's got the RPM bumper. It's flipped for aerodynamics. RPM arms, caster blocks, steering rods, bearing carriers, the whole nine, front and rear. RPM arms in the rear. Got a stock body mounts, front and rear. I got on the rear stock, transmission casing and motor mount. I was gonna do the RPM one, but I probably, if I ever go forward with the motor, getting something better, I'll probably upgrade it. But right now, I think with this Valenium motor, the stock gearbox is more than enough. As you can see, it is lower, very low. I haven't ran it on 3S yet, but on 2S, I can go full throttle, no wheelies at all. That's what I like, and I want to get more in that direction so I can get it up to a 3S so I can really get some good speed and some GPS verification times on this thing, because I'm very, very, very curious to see if it's going to hit the 70-mile-an-hour mark. A lot of guys on the traxxas group and all the other forums on Facebook, plenty of guys have gotten the 70-mile-an-hour advertised mark, if not more. I've seen guys get up to 72, 73, 74 mile an hour on a stock Valenium motor. Just depends on the battery and mods and suspension setup, etc. Future plans, I want to get the 8th scale adapters in the wheels, GRPs. Right now I got the road rages on there. They're pretty burnt out, but that's a decent tire, don't get me wrong. On 2S, when it's warm out, it's decent grip. As the higher speeds you get up to, they balloon a little bit more. A lot of guys should know that a lot with the stock tires. I'm running the stock front steers. These are decent. I like how they pilot though. That's why I'm running them. And Dean's connector, as you see. I recommend everybody do that. Dean's on everything. Dean's or nothing. I relocated the ESC to the side to help with the weight distribution, to keep it more planted and level. We notched out the back of the chassis so I can put bigger batteries in there. It's nice and smooth. It was an ESC tray here, but we deleted that out and just eliminated it. You really don't need it unless you want to keep it there. Whatever's clever. Just retuck the wires, make everything look real good. I think I might need a new spring, new strut back here. I didn't notice that, right? See, that goes to show I haven't drove this rig all winter. I already got some banged up. But anyway, yeah, man, it's not really much I can say bad about these two rigs here, man. These things are so much fun. They always keep you smiling on your face, and they keep you coming back for more. They won't let you down. They're very reliable. Maintenance on them is very low. Obviously you want to keep everything lubed up. Keep, some good weight in your shock weight in your oil. Good oil in your shocks. And to keep everything lubed up so it'll last. That's if you're running in water or whatever. They are waterproof. But honestly, I think with these, can't go wrong. Out the box, 60 mile an hour plus, 70 mile an hour plus, with the right batteries and gearing, obviously. But honestly, I really don't have any bad things to say about these rigs here. Well worth the money. I think you could pick up a basic / 4x4 for maybe a little over, a little under 300. Just depends on the area you're at. If you get them online or in stores, depends on the markup in the vendor. Rustlers, I remember once upon a time, these things used to be hard to come by because they were always on back order, because everybody knows how fun they are, how fast they are. And when I got mine, it was a little over 300. Now you can get them just shy 300, if not at the 300 mark. So that's pretty, competitive. And then this is a world of modifications and parts that you can add on to these things and, just keep you going. But honestly, I think these are two of the best bang for your buck RCs you can buy. Again, they're very reliable, fun as ever, strong, and they keep you coming back. But let me know what you drive. Let me know what kind of cars you guys are driving. Let me know, what kind of project cars you guys are wrenching on. And what are your plans for the spring? I hope you get down and get some RC on. And just comment below, subscribe, share. Get your friends involved. I wanna talk to you guys. I really want to see what you guys are working on. What type of speeds you guys getting out of these things? What are you into? Bashing, speed runs, crawling, everything. You know, the world is very endless with these things. Been a little bit slow with the videos, you know, been working a lot, but as the weather's starting to warm up here in the Midwest, we're gonna be getting back out on the bike, and I'm gonna get you guys some motorcycle content. Gonna be doing a lot more events, bike shows, get you guys some car content, you know, car shows. We got the Dream Cruise coming up here at the, towards the end of summer. A lot of big things scheduled, a lot of big things planned, so stick around for a bit. You might enjoy some things. But if you like this video, like, subscribe, and comment, and share, and thumbs that video up, baby. Deuces.